It starts quietly, almost invisibly, a shift, a stirring, a whisper moving through the unseen places of your life. You may not feel it fully yet, but something is aligning, something is forming, something is preparing to break open for you. And when it comes, it will not come slowly. It will not tap gently on the door of your destiny. It will arrive like a surge, like a sudden change of wind, like a moment that transforms everything in a single breath. It's going to happen very quickly. There are seasons in life that take years to unfold, and then there are moments when everything accelerates at once. Moments when what felt impossible becomes reachable. Moments when the weight you carried for so long suddenly becomes light in your hands. You've been walking, waiting, hoping, fighting battles no one knows about. You've been holding on to faith when your strength was fading. You've been breaking quietly, healing quietly, rising quietly. And now the momentum is turning in your favor. There's a reason you feel restless. There's a reason your spirit keeps waking up at night, searching for something you can't name. You're sensing the shift before the shift arrives. You're feeling the tremor before the ground moves. This is not anxiety. This is preparation. This is your soul recognizing what your eyes cannot see yet. The change is already in motion. Life has a way of taking its time and then without warning, speeding up. One opportunity, one conversation, one moment of courage, one unexpected decision, and everything changes. The story you thought was stuck begins to move. The doors you thought were sealed begin to open. The heaviness you thought would stay forever begins to lift in seconds. And the person you used to be can no longer hold the future you are stepping into. You're entering the kind of season where breakthroughs don't come gradually, they come suddenly. Not because you got lucky, not because the world finally noticed you, but because you stayed when you could have walked away. You fought when quitting would have been easier. You kept faith alive in moments that felt hollow and dark. You kept believing in a version of yourself that you hadn't even met yet. And now, the reward of that inner endurance is about to reveal itself. Quietly at first, like a soft glow in the distance. Then brighter, then undeniable, then overwhelming in the most beautiful way. The universe has watched you stretch, break, rebuild, and rise again. It has seen every silent disappointment, every private tear, every moment you convinced yourself to keep going even when your heart felt worn. And now the time has come for life to return what it borrowed from you. Not slowly, not someday, but soon, very soon. Faster than you expect and more dramatically than you imagine. You are standing at the edge of a turning point, even if it doesn't look like it from the outside, even if everything seems normal, even if your days feel repetitive and quiet. Transformation rarely announces itself in advance. It arrives quietly, and then everything moves at once. You will look back on this chapter and say, I didn't realize it then, but that was the moment things began to shift. Because sometimes life changes during ordinary days, on a morning that feels like every other morning, in a moment that feels small, in a decision that doesn't seem important. That's how quietly destiny works until it doesn't. Until suddenly the pace quickens. Suddenly opportunities align. Suddenly pieces of your story start fitting together with divine precision. And you realize that the long wait was never a punishment, it was preparation. You had to grow into the version of yourself that could receive what's coming. You had to learn patience, discernment, resilience, emotional depth. You had to be stretched. You had to be refined. You had to outgrow places, habits, people, and versions of yourself that could not walk with you into your next season. And when you finally became aligned, centered, grounded, that's when the acceleration began. This is why you feel the shift. This is why you're sensing something building. You're not imagining it. Your life is getting ready to move. And when it moves, it will move quickly. There is a breakthrough that has been circling your life for a long time, waiting for the right moment to land, waiting for your spirit to mature, waiting for your heart to heal, waiting for your mindset to rise. And now that moment is near, closer than your fear, closer than your doubts, closer than you realize. Deep down, you already know this. You can feel the electricity in your spirit. You can feel the anticipation without understanding why. Your intuition is whispering, something is coming, something is changing, something is about to break open for you. And that whisper is right, because life doesn't stay still forever. Pain doesn't last forever. Confusion doesn't last forever. Seasons shift, chapters evolve, mountains move, and the things that once worked against you suddenly begin to work for you. The delay was real, yes. The waiting was long, yes. But nothing has been wasted. Not a single tear, not a single disappointment, not a single lonely night has been meaningless. Every part of your story has been leading you here, to this threshold, to this moment, to this transition, to this quickening. The same battles that once drained you are now the very battles that shaped you into someone powerful, someone grounded, someone strong enough to receive what's coming next. Because what's coming next is big, important, transformative, too heavy to be placed into unsteady hands. That is why you had to grow. That is why it took time. But the time for waiting is ending now. The time for acceleration is beginning. And when the shift starts, you will feel it. You will feel the momentum rushing toward you. You will feel the weight of old burdens falling away faster than you can understand. You will feel people, opportunities, blessings, and clarity entering your life all at once, not little by little, but suddenly, intensely, beautifully. Because when life decides it is your time, it does not tiptoe. It moves with purpose. It moves with force. It moves with intention. And no obstacle, no delay, no doubt can stop what has already been set in motion. This is the season where closed doors open without effort, where confusion is replaced with clarity, where things that once felt impossible begin unfolding naturally, seamlessly, effortlessly. This is the season where your pace increases, your energy rises, your vision sharpens, your spirit strengthens. This is the season where everything that was stuck begins to flow, and it's going to happen very quickly. And as the shift draws closer, you will begin to notice small signs, quiet, delicate movements that most people would overlook. A sudden moment of clarity, a conversation that feels strangely significant, a thought that rises inside you as if it didn't come from your own mind. These are not coincidences. These are signals that the unseen world is aligning in your favor. These are the first tremors of a breakthrough preparing to reveal itself. And the closer it gets, the more your spirit will recognize it. You may find yourself losing interest in things that once consumed you. You may feel a distance growing between you and the people who no longer match your frequency. You may feel an urge to simplify, to quiet your mind, to detach from noise. That's not withdrawal, that's alignment. That's your soul making space for what's about to arrive. Because when something powerful is coming into your life, the unnecessary begins to fall away effortlessly. There is a deep wisdom forming inside you, a wisdom that wasn't there before. It was carved through trials, built through disappointments, sculpted through the kind of pain that forces you to grow in silence. And now that wisdom is becoming your guide. It is leading you away from what drains you and toward what strengthens you. It is teaching you how to walk with intention instead of urgency, how to speak with clarity instead of fear, how to exist with presence instead of distraction. This is the quiet transformation that always happens before a sudden breakthrough. You are stepping into a version of yourself that can no longer be controlled by old wounds, a version of yourself that refuses to shrink, a version of yourself that knows its worth without needing permission. This version, this stronger, deeper, wiser you, is the reason life is preparing to accelerate. Because destiny does not open its doors for the person you used to be. It opens for the person you have become. There will come a moment, very soon, when everything becomes clear, a moment when you understand why it had to take time, why certain people left, why certain doors closed, why you were pushed, stretched, challenged, and reshaped. You will see how every delay protected you, how every setback redirected you, how every heartbreak softened parts of you that needed to be open so that you could receive the next chapter with humility and strength. You will see that nothing in your story was wasted. And in that moment, when clarity washes over you, you will feel something rising inside your chest, a quiet knowing, a calm certainty, a peace that feels almost supernatural. You will recognize that this is the beginning of your acceleration. You will recognize that life is finally matching the level of growth you achieved on the inside. And once inner growth and outer opportunity align, momentum becomes unstoppable. You will start waking up with a sense of purpose again. Not the rushed kind, not the anxious kind, but the grounded kind. The kind that feels like a soft fire burning in your heart. The kind that whispers, keep going, you're close. You will start noticing ideas flowing easier, doors opening smoother, people entering your life with intention rather than chaos. Your steps will feel guided. Your decisions will feel clear. Your energy will feel protected. This is what it feels like when life starts moving quickly. You are not becoming someone new. You are becoming who you were always meant to be. The struggles didn't break you, they revealed you. They stripped away the false layers, the doubts, the limitations you inherited, the fears that weren't yours, the expectations that never belonged to your soul. What remains now is real, authentic, unshakable. And life responds to authenticity with speed. The breakthroughs that are coming are not small, they are not temporary, they are not surface level changes. They are deep, structural shifts, divine rearrangements that elevate your path, your purpose, your peace, and your power. The kind of shifts that change the way you walk into a room, the way you speak to yourself, the way you choose your future. These are the changes that don't just move your life forward, they transform it completely. And when they arrive, they will arrive like a flood, all at once. The opportunities, the clarity, the healing, the connections, the strength, everything you have been preparing for will begin aligning with remarkable speed. It may overwhelm you at first, how quickly everything turns, how fast the momentum builds, how rapidly your old story fades and your new story emerges. But you will adjust. You will rise to meet it. You will grow into the space life is expanding for you because you are ready now. You may not feel ready, but readiness is not a feeling. It is a becoming. It is the quiet result of surviving storms that were meant to break you but ended up shaping you. It is the maturity that comes from choosing growth every time you are offered bitterness. It is the power formed when you learned to stand alone, think clearly, and walk forward without needing applause. That is readiness, and you have it. Life is about to show you why you had to endure seasons of waiting, why things had to move slowly before they could move fast, why the foundation had to be built before the blessing could arrive. Because what is meant for you now is heavy with purpose, and anything heavy must be carried by someone strong, someone steady, someone prepared, someone like you. You will see the pieces come together. You will see the right people appear. You will see the right opportunities unfold. You will see momentum replacing stagnation, confidence replacing hesitation, direction replacing confusion. You will feel yourself being guided by something larger than your doubts and deeper than your fears. And when that guidance becomes clear, you will know this is the moment everything begins to move. It's going to happen very quickly. The growth, the shift, the elevation, the breakthrough, the transformation. It won't crawl into your life this time. It will arrive like a wave, steady, powerful, undeniable, and you will not be the same after it. You will stand taller, breathe deeper, think clearer, and move with a quiet strength that only those who have walked through darkness can carry. And when the acceleration begins, you will realize something profound. You were never waiting for life. Life was waiting for you. And as you step deeper into this unfolding season, you will begin to understand that what once felt like resistance was actually redirection. Every door that closed was a compass pointing you toward a path you wouldn't have chosen but were always meant to walk. Every disappointment was shaping you into someone who could recognize real opportunities from illusions. Every delay was strengthening the internal structure of your character so that you could handle the weight of what you're about to receive. Nothing was random. Nothing was wasted. Every moment was part of a larger design preparing you for acceleration. You will feel your mind becoming clearer, as if a fog is finally lifting. All the thoughts that once tangled you in confusion will begin to unravel gracefully. You will notice answers forming in the places where questions used to live. You will catch yourself breathing easier, thinking slower, choosing better. This is not coincidence. This is the result of inner healing taking root. This is clarity rising to the surface. This is your spirit aligning with a future that is calling to you louder than your past. There will come a day soon when you will look around and realize you no longer crave the things that once distracted you. You will no longer feel drawn to chaos, noise, or empty validation. You will crave peace more than attention, growth more than comfort, meaning more than approval. And that shift alone will elevate your life faster than any external change ever could. Because when your inner world changes, everything around you is forced to rearrange itself to match your new frequency. People who were never meant to go with you will quietly fade out of your story. Not because of anger, not because of conflict, but because your spirit no longer fits in the spaces that once held you. And that's okay. Letting go is not a sign of loss, it's a sign of evolution. You're rising beyond what once held you still. You're growing out of versions of yourself that were built for survival, not expansion. And now you're stepping into a chapter built for abundance, strength, and purpose. You will notice that your intuition is becoming louder. There will be moments when you feel guided to pause, guided to move, guided to speak, guided to walk away. Trust those instincts. They are not random impulses, they are echoes from the future pulling you toward your highest path. You've earned that ability to sense what is right for you. You've earned the wisdom that comes from paying attention to the lessons life whispered while everyone else was distracted by the noise. And as your intuition strengthens, so will your courage. A courage that isn't loud or dramatic, but calm, steady, and undeniable. The kind of courage that comes from surviving storms you thought would destroy you. The kind of courage that whispers, you made it through that. You will make it through this. The kind of courage that helps you walk forward even when your past tries to pull you back. And once courage becomes your compass, life expands in ways that once felt impossible. You are entering a season where the universe responds to your energy faster than ever before, because now your energy is clean, it is focused, it is intentional. You're no longer sending out signals of fear, desperation, or doubt. You're sending out clarity, confidence, readiness, and life always accelerates for the ones who walk with intention. You will begin attracting things you once chased. You will begin receiving things you once begged for. You will begin stepping into spaces that once felt unreachable. This is what alignment looks like. This is what transformation feels like. This is what happens when the internal shift is complete and the external shift begins. And as momentum builds, you will notice something beautiful. You no longer need to force anything. What is meant for you will flow toward you naturally. What is right for you will stay effortlessly. What is aligned with you will reveal itself without confusion. And what is not meant for you will fall away without chaos. There is a grace coming into your life, a calmness that replaces worry, a clarity that replaces doubt, a strength that replaces fear. You will feel it in your breath, in your thoughts, in your decisions, in the way you carry yourself. You will move differently because you will finally understand your worth on a deeper level than ever before. You will no longer search for validation because you have learned to validate yourself. You will no longer chase love because you have learned that real love meets you where you are. You will no longer cling to what harms you because you have learned that your peace is too valuable to negotiate. This new awareness becomes the foundation of your acceleration, because life does not give speed to the unprepared. It gives speed to the awakened. And you are awakening. Every day, every hour, every breath. You are shedding the layers of old stories that no longer describe you. You are releasing the weight of memories that no longer belong to your identity. You are forgiving yourself for the chapters you didn't know how to write better at the time. You are rising with a softness that does not make you weak, but makes you powerful beyond measure. And this inner transformation is the reason why life is about to move faster for you. You may look around and think nothing is changing, but everything is changing inside you. And inner change always precedes outer revolution. You are on the brink of a shift so profound that your future self will look back at this moment with gratitude. Because this is the moment you aligned. This is the moment you healed. This is the moment you outgrew everything that was dimming your light. And when the shift fully arrives, it will not rise gently, it will rise like the sun after a long night. Quiet at first, then bright, then blinding in its clarity. You will feel guided, supported, strengthened, elevated. You will feel the future pulling you forward with a force you cannot resist. And now, as you stand on the threshold of everything that's awakening in your life, I want you to breathe slowly, deeply, intentionally. Feel the quiet rise within you. Feel the steady fire forming in your chest. Feel the truth settling into your bones. You are no longer who you once were, and because of that, the path ahead is no longer what it once was. You are stepping into a higher chapter, a clearer chapter, a stronger chapter, one built for the person you've become, not the person you had to be just to survive. This is your moment to rise, not loudly, not desperately, but with calm certainty. Rise with the strength you earned through every difficult night. Rise with the wisdom you gained from every silent battle. Rise with the knowing that life is moving in your favor. Even when you can't see the full picture yet, you don't need all the answers to walk forward. You only need one truth. You are ready, ready for growth, ready for change, ready for a life that finally reflects the depth of who you are. Do not shrink back into old patterns when your future is calling you forward. Do not allow past wounds to guide a destiny that is being rewritten as you breathe. Do not let fear convince you that you're unworthy of the very things that were planted in your heart for a reason. You have the strength to begin. You have the clarity to continue. You have the courage to rise. And everything you've been waiting for is waiting for you to believe this. So take the step, speak the truth, choose the path that scares you and excites you at the same time. Grow beyond the limits you once accepted. Move with intention. Walk with faith. Lead with the quiet fire of someone who knows their time has come, because it has. Your time has come. The world you're stepping into is bigger than your fears and brighter than your doubts. And the moment you decide to trust this new version of yourself, life will meet you with speed, with clarity, and with opportunity. You will feel the ground shift beneath your feet. You will feel the momentum rising. You will feel the undeniable truth that everything is changing because you are changing. So rise now. Rise with calm confidence. Rise with unshakable belief. Rise with the strength of everything you've overcome and the power of everything you're becoming. Your story is moving. Your season is turning. Your transformation is unfolding, and it's going to happen very quickly.